On this episode, we head up to Portland on our mandatory vacation time. We tie in with Dave at Rocky Point Marina, and he gives us a bunch of bad news, tells us the boat's probably not going to be ready in time. We talk to Steve, he points out a bunch of things that we should fix and replace ourselves. And so then we decide to head up the Columbia River Gorge and check out Beacon Rock, bunch of waterfalls, head to Seattle, hang out with my nephew Nolan, catch a game, and enjoy the sights.
Hey folks, welcome to Sailing Nehan, where you're about to watch these two idiots who bought a sailboat in Portland, Oregon. We have traveled thousands of miles and have spent countless hours working on this boat to get it ready. We surprised ourselves with everything we have accomplished so far, and we managed to get it all done.
Now we're about ready to send her down the Columbia River, through the graveyard of ships, and down the big scary Pacific Ocean to her new home port, Humboldt Bay, in Northern California. I hope you enjoy watching us make all the mistakes humanly possible.
Yeah, because you're going to go offshore. You need to know. I don't know why a surveyor wouldn't have caught numerous items. I don't know why. It's unfortunate because that's what you're paying for.
Yeah,
and that's terrible.
If we don't see you again, we'll see you in a few days when you give us a call and say she's ready.
Yeah, hopefully. I told him that let's try and get this thing done this week if we can.
Yeah.
At least this portion, and then we can show you so you can have a list of things that you want.
Yeah.
Well, let's grab our stuff.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Not really the greatest news, but I guess we're just gonna get our stuff to put on the boat.
Let's find out what the news is.
And then find out what the news is. And hopefully, I wonder if anything is stuff we can potentially do ourselves.
Probably.
Before we go to Astoria. After we met with Dave, we got to finally see Nehan and its fresh new bottom paint. We decided to cash out a few more $1,000s and just have Rocky Point Marina redo our bottom paint, since this was the plan once we arrived to Humboldt, but since it was already hauled out, we just decided to get new bottom paint, and ooh la la.
I hear you've been working on this. You've been finding other issues.
Everything I look at.
Oh man. But you gotta realize we ain't got a clue what we're doing.
Well, I can point a couple things out to you.
Okay.
Nice and comfy in here.
Yeah. Cozy.
This thing's supposed to have what's called a vented loop on it. It does. It's like an anti-siphon device. So when you shut your engine off, it won't potentially suck engine into your water into your engine. This wire here is actually touching the dry part of your exhaust, so that's going to wind up melting after a while. This one probably will touch, and it'll melt that one too, and hopefully it'll just, it'll blow a fuse somewhere. Your exhaust hose here is starting to crack on the inside. This galvanized pipe shouldn't be going into aluminum. You should probably have like a stainless nipple in there to kind of isolate it, because it'll just eat that aluminum over time. And then, these wires need to be secured up away from the engine and away from this part of the exhaust too.
After getting the lowdown of needing to replace some hoses and moving some wiring, we decided to head up to the Columbia River Gorge and check out Beacon Rock. Take that.
Elevator?
There's no elevator. Beacon Rock was a pretty cool spot. It was purchased by Henry J. Biddle in 1915 for $1. It took him 3 years to build this trail, and it was pretty amazing how he was able to complete this thing going straight up this rock cliff. Saying Beacon Rock here is also the sign of where Lewis and Clark deemed it the tidal change. The tidal current from the ocean doesn't affect from here on up. You know, you won't start getting a rise and lower the tides. It's crazy though how far upriver the ocean will affect this. We're like what, 80 miles upstream?
Something like that.
The white sturgeon in this tank were awesome. One was approximately 10 feet long, I think. The white sturgeon in Northern America are the largest freshwater fish. The largest on record was 14 feet long and weighed approximately 1,500 pounds. Sadly, we can't find the rest of the footage from this awesome fish hatchery because there was another pond where you can feed these beautiful rainbow trout.
The Boonville Dam is one of the world's largest hydroelectric systems and is a half a mile long and 200 feet tall. It generates so much electricity that it can power 900,000 homes, making it the Pacific Northwest's largest electricity supplier. We highly recommend visiting the hatchery and the dam. There is so much to see and learn about. And the best part, it's all free. Last but not least, the Columbia River Gorge tour wouldn't be complete without visiting one of the many waterfalls. On the train. Left Portland, headed to Seattle to go see Nolan. And gonna go hang out while we wait for Nehan to get totally finished.
Check out the train.
Wow, look, the colors are already changing.
Crazy, huh? It's already turning to fall. Alright, here you go.
Seattle, here we come.
We made it! Seattle, Washington.
Pretty cool train station. California girl with her sandals.
Well, we're still waiting and hoping to receive a call from Rocky Point Marina saying the boat is ready. We were able to hop on the train and head north to Seattle to see my nephew Nolan. He took us on this amazing trip around the T-Mobile Park and got to catch a game. He even took us in the back doors and got to see the back rooms of the head offices. It was an amazing adventure. Thanks, Nolan.
One for Orange Man!
The top up here, so this will be 520 feet, 158 meters. Enjoy the morning, everybody.
Maritza made me go to the top of the Space Needle. Yeah, she's a lot braver than I am. I do not like heights, as you can see.
Oh, hell no. We just got the news.
Dave called and said the boat is done.
Yeah. It's, I don't know, what day is it?
Thanks, Thursday.
Thursday, August
31st.
31st. I'm really tired.
Yeah, believe I'm going hard.
Yeah, we're having a little too much fun out in Seattle with Nolan. Thanks, Nolan, again for hosting us. Super fun. And we are gonna go get a hotel room for the night, get some good rest, and then tomorrow morning we're gonna head straight to Nehan and get those projects done that we can do, some hoses and yada yada, with the hopes that we'll maybe take two going down the river this weekend, depending on how it goes tomorrow. So we're back in Portland. Alright, so it's Friday, September 1st, 2023. We're back at Rocky Point Marina. And Nehan is back in the water. We weren't able to witness the splash, but she's back in the water. Now we are working on getting measurements to replace the hoses that he also recommended that we should really replace. So we're doing that right now. Then we're gonna go to the auto parts store and get replacements, and then we're gonna go get some pizza.
And then we still have those zip ties to where you can screw to the wall.
I think so.
Okay, we're going to get everything away from everything here. We don't need that much. That seems like a lot. We'll go from there to there. We'll get 9 feet. So what was that? 5/8 by 9 feet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't like this sitting there. I want to get that out somewhere. I'm gonna drop this screwdriver down the bottom.
Can you not?
Oh, I'm gonna do my best.
Seriously.
Yeah, seriously, I'm gonna do my best. I'm holding on to it with 2 hands. The real main cause of all this repair, as you've seen in a previous episode, was loose coupling bolts. But what caused that was our motor was never aligned properly. They had to raise our engine up approximately 3 inches to align it. This all created a snowball effect. They did a lot of repairs for us and got us back in the water.
Hi guys, good morning. It is a beautiful Saturday, September 2nd, 2023. And we slept in a little bit, got some good rest for a good long days to come. Nehan is now ready to make another attempt to get to Astoria. Our plan now is to head to Astoria, meet with our co-captain Steve, who will be joining us for the voyage, and hopefully make it home to Humboldt Bay within the next week. We do a little bit of provisioning and we are ready to leave Rocky Point Marina behind and head to our first leg of the trip to Rainier Marina, approximately 30 miles downstream.
Here we go down the river. Give it another shot. You excited, baby?
Yeah. Okay, now the biggest thing is gonna watch that the depth.
You want to turn that depth meter on?
It's right here.
That is a nice sailboat, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's really nice. Let's see if you guys can see it. Dun, 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 dun. Wow. Ooh, wow.
See how they did their sail cut, or the...
Yep.
Coming up is where we spent 3 days.
Yep. We know this island very well. And not the happiest moments.
We made the best of it.
Yeah. Alrighty, so we're right here. This is where we were docked at last time, and this is St. Island. We got St. Helens over here. If we zoom out, this is the main channel coming here, so we're gonna link up right into it. And right here. To make it to Rainier. We got some docks here, so fingers crossed that we make it to Rainier. ETA at 4.7 knots is 8:05 as of right now, but hopefully with some current, it looks like we're at high tide and we just breached back to low tide, so this whole area is affected by the tides, which is crazy because we're about what, 60 miles inland?
Something like that.
And it's still affected by the tidal changes, so it just changed to low tide, so hopefully it's going to help us a little bit to get downriver a little quicker.
So we are about to hit Virgin River ground for us. We're about to pass this red buoy, and that is as far as downstream as we went last time before we turned up and went to St. Helens to dock. We've never been past this. Watch out, Rainier, here we come. Hope you have a good brewery.
Hope they have what?
A good brewery.
A what?
Brewery, beer.
Beer.
Old beer. Beer.
Bird.
Beer's good. Me and my brother have been looking for a good brewery for days.
Alright, and we're at a 4:48. Nice evening. It's definitely cooled down, but we had to alter and move our shade around because now the sun's coming directly from that end. So the quilt is coming in quite handy, and we got some binder clips, some zip ties, and a little chip clip, and that's working. So we're gonna continue on. All right, so now we've actually been at it for a good 4 hours on the river, running the motor pretty much non-stop. So Jason's down below checking on it. How's it looking?
Perfect. Holding steady.
I love the sounds of that. Alrighty, it's 7:06 and we're losing the sun. So we decided to push through to Rainier as we originally had planned. ETA right now is showing us 8:51, which obviously we're gonna get there at dark.
Not ideal. That's what it is.
It is what it is.
Our docking skills already suck, and now we gotta do it in the dark.
Yeah, our other option was to pull into that Columbia, Washington marina. It looks extremely tight
Really small.
for our skill sets. And getting in there, not even knowing if there was any slips open. Obviously we would have been there right at daytime, but we're just gonna push on and hopefully we're at 3.8 knots. Woo.
Haven't gone that fast in hours.
We're in 3.8 knots, a new ETA of 8:49.
Shaved off 2 minutes.
So hopefully, yeah, obviously it got really windy this afternoon, but hopefully it'll die down here in the next hour, that the next hour we can just push through. Even if we make it at like dusk to where we can barely see, that'd be great, but obviously not ideal. But it is what it is. Got some headlamps ready. We're mentally preparing, and we'll see how it goes.
I'm gonna go forward and check our lights. On our way to Rainier, Marissa was a genius and was able to find a webcam that showed us the marina and a slip that we were able to pull right up to. It was pitch black by the time we got there, though, so we weren't able to get any of it on film. Stay tuned for the next episode where you get to watch us get up nice and early, though, and dodge container ships and giant bridges.
What number?
I think 47. I don't know. You keep stopping me.
No, there's no way that's 47. That was 46. Oh. That's 47.
Hang on. What would that make this one then?
I don't know. I don't know how to count.